Hello learners, welcome to this session. The title of the session is Components of Management Information Systems. In our earlier sessions, we have seen the session on information systems, types of information systems, and in the earlier session, we had seen a special session on management information system. In this particular session, let us see what are the various components which constitute the management information system. I am Professor V. Subrahmanyam, Director, School of Computer and Information Sciences, IGNOU, New Delhi. So, management information system, as we know, it is not a simple and isolation system. It is an integrated information system which is used to endow with management with needed information on a regular basis. The information can be used for various purposes: strategic planning, delivering increased productivity, reducing service cycles, reducing product development cycles, reducing marketing life cycles, increasing the understanding of customers' needs, facilitating business and processes re-engineering. So, these are the activities to be performed by any management information system. If the necessities go beyond the capabilities of accounting software and other application software, we find the prospect of implementing conventional MIS software. It is fully a web enabled and seamlessly integrated. This MIS can be achieve unimaginable efficiency of operations, significant cost savings, and maximize the organization profits. So, MIS is packed with powerful features, extremely easy to implement and use, comprehensive in its scope, modular and flexible, fully customizable, totally secure and incredibly robust. To enable the easy handling of the system of MIS, it has been divided into following core subsystems. So, in order to have a management information system in place, all the subsystems whatever we are going to discuss are very much essential. So, it is not a single system, but it is the mix or else integration of several core subsystems. Like one is the planning, inventory and material management, finance and accounting, purchasing, manufacturing and logistics, project management, quality control and budgeting. So, depending upon the organization size, depending upon the activities of the organization, depending upon the way the organization is dealing, there are several subsystems which may be integrated in addition to these particular systems that we are going to discuss. So, let us concentrate on each core subsystem. First, we will talk about the planning. With better quality planning capabilities and user interfaces, MIS make available the information required to quickly and easily act in response to scheduling problems as they take place. This advanced planning functionality allows you to condense and diminish costs and increase productivity by eliminating stock shortages, improving delivery performance and increasing flexibility in building your demand schedule. So, this particular core system is very much essential for any MIS in order to work on all the components very efficiently. Straightforwardly, analyze material requirements with graphical pegging information and make accurate delivery commitments on the fly. Engender and modify material plans on demand, increase production cost control and resource management efficiency with flexible bills of material management. It also initiates engineering changes without losing control of manufacturing operations and assess the impact of engineering alter throughout the operations. So, the second system that we can talk about is the inventory and material management. So, the MIS subsystem inventory and material management is an effective way of managing the finishing goods process, work in process and raw material is critical to your entire operation. So, the management of the raw material is very much essential in order to take the products to the finished stages. So, MIS system provides a healthy and structured materials management system. Everything you need to accurately control inventory transactions, product costs and material usage. So, from material procurement to allocation of finished products, it permits you to administer important inventory information with a multi-attribute item card. So, instant access to real-time data let you to track inventory levels by item, by location, warehouse, product family and historical usage with the click of a mouse. Simplify daily inventory transactions and increase user productivity with automated features for frequently performed tasks is the activity of the inventory and material management subsystem. So, coming to the next subsystem which is very much popular and essential for any organization, that is the finance and accounting subsystem. MIS takes care of complete financial accounting of the enterprise over the web. It also maintains all the books, ledgers and records that are essential for proper bookkeeping, stock analysis and accounting. All transactions affect and update the entire system and all our reporting is on the fly for the most accurate information at all times. So, MIS helps in managing all kinds of taxes, bank reconciliation, inventory cash and everything else that is required for efficient and complete financial accounting, modules for bookkeeping and making sure the bills are paid on time. So, for example, the general ledger keeps centralized charts of accounts and corporate financial balances. The accounts receivable tracks payments due to a company from its customers. Accounts payable schedules bill payments to suppliers and distributors, and then fixed assets manages depreciation and other costs associated with tangible assets such as buildings, property and equipment. The treasury management system monitors and analyzes cash holdings, financial deals and investment risks. The cost control analysis corporate costs related to overheads, products and manufacturing orders. So, other important module we can talk about is the purchasing module. To manage all purchasing activities from the preferred vendor selection to entering bids and from purchase order admission to receiving and inspecting the materials as they are received. To empower the purchase functions like sales, indents, orders and MIS covers all the aspects of production including issues, quality control, material receipts, purchase invoices and production receipts, multiple bills of material, supplier database and comprehensive purchase analysis, production batches, cost sheets, standard costing, variance reports and the valuation work in progress. So, all these activities that pertains to the purchases will be monitored and coordinated by the purchasing subsystem. Coming to the manufacturing and logistics module, the MIS's full featured manufacturing functionality assists you manage your work in progress activities and increase the productivity of your production staff with labor saving features and make available more control over production and scheduling. Quickly generate work orders from planned orders, maximize the manufacturing efficiency with automated back washout, infinite and finite loading, forward and backward scheduling. So, all these activities comprising of the manufacturing and then the logistics will be handled by the manufacturing and the logistics submodule. It improves the managed labor and equipment capacity with powerful shop floor scheduling and explore what if scenarios to rapidly identify and resolve schedule conflicts and load issues. Manufacturing and accounting data are absolutely integrated to help you accurately track the product costs. A group of applications are available for planning production, taking orders and delivering products to the customer. So, here you can, with this particular subsystem, there are certain modules also included. One may be the materials management module, which will be handling or controlling the purchasing of raw materials needed to build the products, manages inventory stocks, order entry and processing, automates the data entry process of customer order and keeps track of the status of all the orders. So, another module we can talk about is the warehouse management module. So, obviously, whenever the raw materials receives to the warehouse, or else the warehouses may be having the finished goods also. So, the warehouse management module maintains records of warehoused goods and processes, movement of products through these warehouses. So, all these activities will be coordinated by the warehouse management module. So, there is another module, sub-module you can talk about, that is the transportation. So, this transportation management module arranges, schedules and monitors delivery of products to customers via trucks, trains or other vehicles. And then there may be the overall project management module, which looks after the costs and work schedules on a project by project basis. So, suppose if there are several projects running over there in your company, so this project management module will be taking care of all the project statistics or else project progress, that too project by project. The plant maintenance sets plans and oversees upkeep of internal facilities. So, we can talk about another important modules associated with the customers, that is the customer service management module. So, this customer service management module administers installed base service agreements and checks contracts and warranties when customers call for help. Suppose this particular thing will be keeping track of the purchased products and who purchased those particular products and when they had purchased, so that all the warranties, date of the warranties, contracts etc. can be easily viewed and can be helped in order to increase the warranty period and other kinds of things. The other important factor for any company is the quality control. By implementing an MIS, you are by now taking the first step of improving quality control across your entire operations. Why? Because you had automated, by implementing this MIS, you had automated all kinds of activities of the organization. So, that itself is a quality control mechanism. Other than that, it takes this particular level of quality a step further with specific quality control focused tools to help out your company in achieving optimal quality control in excess of your products, performance and procedures. It preserves a high level product quality with complete inspection procedures from raw materials to work in progress to customer returns. It effortlessly tracks defective materials and assign them for return to vendor, scrap or rework. It will effectively track your production performance and procedures with statistical process control tools. The quality of your products and the efficiency of your operations will significantly contribute to a more satisfied customer base. So, let us see, there is a new feature included in the present MIS systems, that is the multilingual system. So, this particular trend is you can view this particular trend in the newly MIS systems, that too web based MIS systems. What it does? It supports multi-language and multi-currency capabilities. MIS is designed to hold up businesses that can operate locally or globally. Nowadays, many of the businesses, they are looking for the global opportunities. So, there may be several languages which needs support on your web based systems. So, this particular feature or this particular module will support the multi-language features. Suppose if there is a website and if the website is like primarily published in English language. So, there may be an option on the top right side top corner normally in order to change the language that one wants to look for the website. So, such kind of multilingual support or multi-currency supports also are being provided nowadays with each and every web-based MIS systems. Next important factor is the budgeting factor. This is essential for each and every organization. You can implement a complete budgeting and performance analysis using this MIS system. So, this may be a part of your financial module, wherein which we had seen in the earlier slide. So, MIS enables you to manage all aspects of sales, raise systems, offering all variance reports and periodically generating quotations on customers, book sales orders, make the deliveries, critical information and timely alerts. So, it can also help you in maintaining the quotations and also orders to lead to locked transactions and they are being sent for authorization, deliveries and deliveries to the invoices. So, this allows for easy carry forward of transactions, entries and printing of the documents. So, another thing which is very much related to the budgeting or finance is the funds management. So, management information system enables you to manage funds efficiently. For each MIS maintains your complete customer database and does kind of transactions specified to see its effect on flow of the funds. So, there can be another module or a sub module which talks about the sales analysis also. So, the sales analysis reports gives you the total sales information sorted and presented by products, parties, time periods, MIS, etc. So, MIS offers you a forecast of funds based on or in any combination in them. It also helps in transactions and your specifications of funds movement. So, there may be another thing which looks after the asset management also. One module which is very much essential, which will be focusing on the assets of any organization, that is the asset management module. This system maintains complete records of fixed assets with all details of the assets and their location, with reminders of the insurance, expiry and AMC renewals, etc. So, depreciation can be computed in multiple ways of these assets and assets can be revalued if required using this asset management system. So, by looking into these particular subsystems, we can understand that MIS is not a single system, but it comprises of several subsystems or else several modules. So, after the integration of all these modules, you can treat it as a single entity wherein which it will promotes and helps you in efficiently handling all the tasks pertaining to a company. So, with these kinds of MIS in place, so the organization will be in a position to take necessary decision, that to timely decisions, so that it can be very much profitable for any organization. So, there are several factors contributing to the success of any MIS. One factor is the e-commerce. Like nowadays, this particular thing is becoming very much popular. Why? Because the commerce does by the company within the four walls or else within its territory is not at all nowadays agreeable. So, each and every company nowadays wants to promote them in the e-commerce platform, through the e-commerce platform also. So, without internet and e-commerce, MIS is like a boat without the rudder. As there are many locations which cannot be accessible by road, so there is a need of wireless systems which can efficiently be managed through the internet. So, this particular e-commerce platform, if you take the case of any organization like the main corporates like LG, Samsung, etc. So, earlier they used to do the business via the distributors. So nowadays each and every e-commerce companies are promoting their products. So they want to be a part of the e-commerce platforms also. They themselves have their websites. Otherwise they are also offering their products through many of the popular e-commerce websites like Amazon, Flipkart, etc. The other factor which will be contributing to the success of MIS is the customer himself. So you have to take care of the customer. So in management companies, they will treat him as a god. Why? Because they doesn't want to like lose a customer. They want to retain him, or else they want to like tell the customer to buy few more things or few more new products. So once the customer is lost, he cannot be like taken back into the like platform. So his protection or else the customer satisfaction is vital. So customer is vital for every vendor, either it is fast moving consumer goods or service oriented organization like MIS. So his interest should be protected. So whatever the product that he purchased, so immediately there should be a kind of or customer service needs to be provided immediately upon the phone call or else upon the email. So whenever the company looks after the customer as a god, obviously his particular business will be flourishing. The other factor contributing to the success of MIS is the enterprise. So it is an appropriate place where it can show its potential. So once the systems like the MIS systems whatever we had talked about are in place and that too working very efficiently, obviously the success will lead for the company. The another thing is financial infrastructure. So limited amount or else a earmarked amount needs to be earmarked every year for the maintenance of this MIS or else for the enhancement of this management information system. If there are any errors that needs to be rectified, if there are any additional modules to be integrated, that also needs to be catered in order to make the success of the management information system. Then let us talk about the limitations part. Here whenever we go for the customization part for any management information system, it is an expensive process. So all the requirements needs to be taken care at the time of development itself. Until and unless all the requirements are taken care at the start itself, it may not be possible, sometimes it may not be possible to integrate them in between, or else providing the customization may be difficult process after the development. So customization is time consuming sometimes, and in some cases it may not be possible also. The implementation of MIS project is a long process wherein which many individuals needs to be participating. So decline of individuals monopoly over the information monopoly. Here you can see after introducing the MIS in any company, the information flow will be there. However, depending upon the privileges, the information can be shown or else it may be disabled. So it may not be the same interface for each and every person. The interfaces may change, or else the options on the interfaces may also be able or disabled depending upon the privileges or the rights given to that particular employee. So let us see the steps for avoiding the pitfall of any management information system. So there should be a fixed methodology that needs to be followed while the MIS is designed and developed. Whatever the software engineering principle that suits to the like institutional needs, that should be adapted, and the methodology in totality should be followed. Plot all the requirements to your business processes. It means to say that you may be seeing several ready-made software. However, whatever the processes, whatever the procedures that you are following in your business arena, those should be protected. You should not fall to the trap of the ready-made software, and you should not change as per their needs, per the ready-made software that is available in the market. However, whenever you want to make a try to design and develop your own system, you have to protect the business processes, and you should map all the business processes according to your needs. And then be conscious of all the organizational structure you have. You cannot avoid or you cannot delete any particular employee hierarchy or any particular hierarchy in the organizational structure. So, you should see the complete organizational structure, keeping the demands, keeping the requirements in mind. The complete system needs to be designed and developed. Elect and choose a well built team. So, the choice should be in such a way that it should be a mix of technical as well as the other employees team member. So, the choice should be very much clear, and there should be a mix of technological persons and other persons who will be helping you in designing the management information system. And then you scrutinize the potential vendors. There may be several vendors which may be like telling you that they will be developing you the system. However, keeping in view their profiles and then the handling of projects with the bigger organizations. So, you should screen them and you should select one particular vendor who will be designing and developing you the MIS for your organization. So, vision also needs to be put forth. Some organizations, what they will say is, whatever the activities that are going just or till now, only those activities will be automated. However, it will be a very good practice wherein which the vision also needs to be put forth, or vision also needs to be considered, wherein which some part or some space needs to be reserved for the vision activities also. After the development of MIS, if at all there is no chance of enhancing the modules or the project, then it will be a problem for each and every organization. So, this particular vision space will help the organization in order to extend the modules or else in order to integrate the new modules whenever they are required. So, participation of the internal team at each and every phase of the software development life cycle is must. So, one particular person or else only the company or the vendor should not take care of all the things and built in the whole system, and one fine day, suppose if it does not match to the needs of the organization, the whole efforts that were gone into the development phase were going to be waste, which incurs much expenditure. So, at each and every phase the internal team should be participating, and they should be having a vigilant kind of thing wherein which they will be looking into the processes or else sub processes, and also should verify whether it is going with the requirements and needs of the organization or not. So, with this particular steps of avoiding pitfall of MIS, we will conclude the session, and before concluding this particular session, let us recap. So, in this particular module, we had concentrated on various components of the management information system. So, we had seen that MIS is not a single program or a single module. It comprises of several modules, or else you can call it as several core subsystems, which may be integrated in some sort of fashion, and then it will be called it as a single project. And towards the end, we had seen what are the various factors which will be contributing for the success of the MIS, what are the limitations, and what are the steps for avoiding the pitfall of the MIS. All these things we had seen in this particular session. With this, I will conclude this particular session. Thank you. Happy learning.